What kind of an awareness is there among firefighters about jihadist terror in the era? Here we are on September 11th. What kind of awareness is there among firefighters?
Right now, there's a huge awareness of it. We actually train in anti-terrorism, and we try to stay current. And we actually have different divisions of our department that their sole purpose is to look into the situations and current events in the world.
How do you mean that?
Well, it's called the JRIC, and we have about 4 people assigned to a bureau that works in conjunction with the Los Angeles City Police Department, Los Angeles City Fire Department, Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, and their purpose is to get intelligence on what's happening in this area.
Is there a coordination with the FBI at all?
Yes, the FBI is involved with that.
And why is it important for the fire department to keep track of counter-terror matters?
Well, it just helps us to perform our job, and so that we don't become victims. So they try to train us in ways that if you respond to a terrorist type attack, to look for secondary devices that could show up that are aimed at us.
Similar to what happens with the service members in Iraq, where there's one event and then they try to wait for more to gather around?
Probably, yes.
And what role does the department, the county department, what role do they play in cases of terror emergencies?
I don't quite follow you that.
I mean, are you limited to just putting out fires in cases of explosions and terror?
No, we actually have hazardous materials task forces. The County of Los Angeles has 4 of them, 1 stationed in Santa Clarita, 1 in Lancaster, 1 in the City of Industry, and 1 in Rancho Dominguez. And we actually get training from our own department, outside sources. I've attended training in Alabama at Fort Hood, or maybe it's not Fort Hood. I'm going to mess that up. I can't remember the name of it.
Is it at an Army base?
Yeah, it's where they do. It's called Cobra training. So it stands for Chemical, Ordnance, Biological, Radiological Awareness Training.
What kind of training is there into the motives of these Islamist terrorists?
We don't really get into the motives. It's more tactics and how to save people. And our department pre-deploys people for certain events, so we can be staged there for a quick response. We're trying to be progressive in that area where we can limit the response time to these areas where there's a possibility of something happening.
Do you serve the area of Compton?
No, the city of Compton has their own fire department. We're in an unincorporated area near Compton, and it's called Rancho Dominguez.
What kind of cooperation do you get from the mosques about potential terror that may be springing up within their midst?
I can't really comment on that because there's no mosques in my area that I've dealt with, so I can't really comment on that.
Is there any awareness of the inherent anti-Semitism among these jihadists that might make synagogues or Jewish schools a greater terror targets?
We'd have to go to that one bureau I was telling you about that they call the JRIC, and they do deal with all kinds of information. They take that information with the FBI, LAPD, LA County Sheriff, LA City Fire Department, LA County Fire Department, and they assemble that information, and they'll put out bulletins to each station on any information that might be a concern to us.